Good news, family road trip fans, because now you can cruise the vistas in a Cadillac Vistiq, up to 305 miles at a time. A couple years ago, Cadillac said it was going to launch an all-electric lineup, and it has. Still sells some gas models, but it has SUVs in every one of the important size classes. You've got the compact Optic, the mid-size Lyriq, the full-size Escalade IQ, and of course Cadillac also has the $340,000 ultra-luxury Celestiq EV, which, come to think of it, is a hatchback, so you can kind of count that as another electric SUV. And now there is this, the Vistiq large 3-row crossover SUV. This will take the soon-to-be discontinued Cadillac XT6's slot in Cadillac showrooms. It's about the same size, just a couple inches longer. Vistiq's going to be available in luxury sport, premium luxury, and platinum models at prices ranging from $79,090 to over $98,000. All of them come standard with an all-wheel drive system rated at 615 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. And yes, it has an estimated range of around 305 miles per charge. This very well-equipped premium luxury also comes with an air suspension system that doesn't just smooth out the ride, but can raise or lower the vehicle, and it lowers it way down to make it easy to get in. The Vistiq's interior is appropriately snazzy for a luxury vehicle and is available with plenty of tech. Comes standard with Cadillac's 33-inch widescreen display that incorporates the instrument cluster and the infotainment system, and a smaller touchscreen over here for some auxiliary controls. And all Vistiqs come standard with Cadillac's hands-free Super Cruise highway driving system, which gets a few new capabilities in this model, along with being able to provide lane centering, adaptive cruise control, and lane changes if there's traffic ahead or if you hit the turn signal. It can now follow your route and change lanes if the highway comes to an interchange and is going on to another Super Cruise equipped highway, and it'll set the speed to the prevailing speed limit. Gives you a few miles an hour to play with, which you can adjust in the system. Requires a subscription to operate, but the Vistiq comes with 3 years worth. It also has Cadillac's latest infotainment system, which uses Google built in. The advantage of that is it's very integrated into the electrical architecture, so the navigation system can help you find charging stations and precondition the battery as you're approaching them, so it can take the fastest charge possible. In this, that's a rate of 190 kilowatts, not the fastest available today. In fact, the Escalade IQ can charge it up to 350 kilowatts, but you can fill this battery to 80% in about a half hour at a fast charging station. There aren't any buttons on the dash for the climate control. They move to this auxiliary screen here, which also oversees the heated, cooled, and massaging seats. There's also a scroll wheel here for the volume control and this knob that lets you control things on the touchscreen remotely. But two of the coolest available features are a night vision system that uses an infrared sensor and can spot and highlight pedestrians and animals in the dark, plus an augmented reality head-up display with a 3D effect. You can get seating for up to 7 passengers with an available second row bench, or you can get these 2 captain's chairs and 2 seats in the back. Now I've got plenty of room here for me. If I want to go back there at my height, I do have to slide this up a little bit, which you can do, and then scoot back here. And there's plenty of headroom back here. Also, the third row has its own vents, a separate climate control for this. It's a 5th zone, and while on the outside of the vehicle, these windows look kind of tinted. They actually let in a lot of light here and are pretty large, as is the sunroof over the third row. That does not open. At 6'1" with long legs, I probably wouldn't want to spend too much time back here, but for 4 adults and 2 kids, this is a pretty good setup. And it even has an ejector seat. Cargo compartment behind the third row is big enough for carry-on bags and has a nice basement beneath it. Even with the standard steel springs that come coupled with computer-controlled adaptive shock absorbers, this has an exceptionally smooth ride, but the air springs bring it to the next level. This is pure magic carpet stuff. I can hardly even imagine this having a more comfortable ride. It really is that good. And as far as the performance is concerned, while it is rated at 615 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque, to get it, you have to go to Velocity Max mode, which you engage with this V button on the steering wheel, and boy, do you get it. Family car really doesn't need to be this quick, but sometimes you don't have the family. It's also pretty good with the other kind of hauling and could tow up to 5,000 pounds. Ultimately, Cadillac would like you to think of this as a baby Escalade. If the Escalade's too big or too expensive, this might fit the bill, especially if you have a baby or two for the back row.